Are you a Doppelginger person or know someone that is? I need your help.
You are one of life's enthusiasts, I would say. You've got a sunny disposition. You change the temperature of a room.
Yeah, mainly because I'm quite hot and flustered a lot. Like, I'm quite a sweaty man, so that's why.
Just take the compliment, Ray. You're a good guy.
And you're an average presenter.
Thank you very much. You know, listen, I will at some point have a chance to review your live show.
Love you, mate. Love your jacket. Have you ever done something that it was a good idea at the time and it's got massive out of hand? That's what
the last 25 years of my life. Yeah.
That's what this new show is. I've signed up to go to a ginger festival in the Netherlands.
You haven't?
Yeah, I have.
This is getting extreme, Ray.
I know, but you got to have a hobby, don't you? So yeah, that's the plan. So essentially I'm trying to find people in the world that look like me. I've done gigs to only Doppelginger people. I've been travelling around. Sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. So I'm about to start a 40-day UK tour.
Doppelginger is the name of the tour.
Really happy with the name.
Great
really
name.
Happy with
I mean, at the heart of every great tour is a wonderful pun.
Last one was DEFCON 1, which I didn't even come up with.
Yeah.
And then before that was Def Comedy Fam. So lots of people came expecting black urban comedy. And then I walk out and you're like, no, not today, guys.
How about when you reach 50, you could do Ray Bradshaw?
I forgot I also did the Ray Bradshaw. I did that. And when my wife was about to give birth, I did Ray Dadshaw.
My mum and dad are downstairs, we're upstairs, stuff's happening, we're getting handsy, essentially just touching each other pretty much. And I had this thought in my head, I had to voice it. I was drunk and I just went, shh. And she went, your mum and dad are deaf. And I went, yeah, I know. What if they've just been pretending?
When I look at those tour dates, I think, wow, Ray Bradshaw's doing well. I look at all those dates. But do you look at it and think, oh, God, I've got a lot of work ahead?
Well, I look at my poster. I genuinely can't believe I'm doing that many. And some of the venues I'm doing, so like Glasgow, I'm going to sell over 1,000 tickets, which is insane for the second year in a row. Edinburgh, I'm doing an 800-seater. Cardiff, we do a 400-seater. Like, it feels very, very surreal when you've spent time gigging to 20 people in Wishaw.
What's the pinnacle in comedy for you, Ray? Where would you like to take it?
It's funny, I never thought I'd own a house from doing comedy, but I kind of, well, I don't. I'm mortgaged up to my absolute eyeballs, so maybe that's not a good example.
Yeah.
I think just keep progressing. I love the variety of my job. I love the fact that sometimes I'll do shows in sign language, sometimes I'll do some radio football, sometimes I'll do some telly. I'm a Thistle fan. I do a lot of work for Jags for Good, the charity, with lots of money. So the fact you can do lots of different things, I think I just want to keep doing that.
Nothing focuses the mind for a comedian like a mortgage, though.
It's so true, man. Yeah. So true. And a cost of living crisis as well when it went up. I'll be honest, one of the reasons I did the new show is I like to do shows that are a bit different. I think this way is just much more fun. Like going out, meeting people. It's some people's IDFL, but it's been really good. I've got some mates through it, which I thought would be odd. And we all look the same as well, so if I ever need to fake my own death, like it's paying off.
The Manic Street Preacher said, back in their day, all you needed was the cover of the NME, on top of the pops, job was a good one.
Yeah.
But as a comedian now, you have to film, record, clip, splice, cut it up, and suddenly you're a multimedia expert. How do you handle all of that? Because that is your generation.
Yeah, I got a guy to do it for me. He's called Chris, he's really good. I'm lucky enough, especially in Scotland, that I've got a decent enough following that people will still come see me. I think I could always build that. You see a lot of times now, it's clips of people forcing crowd work, and they're to maybe the detriment of the rest of the comedy show because the host of the show's already gone out and done it and they're coming out trying to get that 45 seconds. In saying that, I did put an 8-minute clip up of me doing the same thing, but that was amazing. It was the best audience interaction I've ever done, and I came off stage and Mark Jennings, who's a brilliant comic, I think you've had.
Yeah, we've had him on.
Jennings was like, oh, I accidentally left my camera on, so I got all that. So
Just by chance?
Yep, and if you want an idea of how good I am at social media, 15 months later I uploaded it.
So, stag do, what'd you do for the stag?
Well, that was disappointing, because I'm an identical twin, and he's got
I mean, let's be honest, we never saw that coming. We never saw that. Next time, Adriana, when you tell this story, saying, I was watching Dr. of the Brain, I fancied one of them, I thought, oh, he's taken, oh, there's another one.
At what moment did you feel like an accomplished, experienced comic?
There's a couple of moments. The first time I ever did a show in sign language, it was Glasgow Comedy Festival 2017, and so I signed the whole show. Never been done before. And I remember about halfway through, I thought it was going to be a disaster, but halfway through I was like, this works okay. The most accomplished I ever felt. I was on tour with John Bishop. We're in an arena, there's like 8,500 people there, and I've got a joke where I act out my dad signing, and I just went silent, and you could hear a pin drop in 8,500 people, And I was like, I remember this so vividly, just thinking in my head, like, I've got them.
Yes.
I've got them. And that was such a good feeling. And then the next day, we went to a pub in London, and the guy was like, "Oh, do you do comedy?" My mate was saying, "Do you do comedy?" He was like, "What? Do you gig a lot?" And it was, "I'll never get a chance to do this again." He was like, "Do you gig a lot?" I was like, "Yeah, I did Wembley last night."
Ray, looking ahead to your one-way ticket to Germany.
Yeah, I finish a tour, then I go to Germany on a one-way flight for the Euros. Like,
It is a one-way flight you booked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, again, are we reading into that as confidence or disorganisation?
A combination. Is it weird, into the annoyance of my agent and my tour manager, that I planned my entire tour around Scotland going to the Euros? Yes. Is it a career detriment? Yes. Is it going to be amazing? Yes. I'm so excited.
And is it one of the best years of Ray Bradshaw's life?
Get to me in July. We'll see how that goes.
See where we are in
if I
July.
can get my wife Taylor Swift tickets, then yes, it will be. It's that kind of way.